President Tinubu did not just attend Chicago State University, he graduated. And the university has insisted under oath through the registrar, Caleb Westberg, that this man, the same man that is the president of Nigeria, actually attended, graduated with honors. There is no basis to forge a degree certificate that you earned. So, I'm trying to understand the logic behind the argument.
Is it right to say that Nigeria's reputation is at stake and that is really what he's fighting for?
I think Nigeria's reputation is not at stake here. It is actually the reputation of Atiku Abubakar that is at stake. For someone who has occupied the second highest office in Nigeria, there's a level of decorum, there's a level of decency, and even for someone who aspired, having served as number 2 before, you are aspiring to be number 1, so you know the enormity of that office, you know the respect, the dignity, because the occupant of that office is the sovereign. So if you had worked as vice president for 8 years, you know the worth of that office. Even if you aspire to that office, of course we know why he's fighting tooth and nail, because he saw the last election as his last chance of ever realizing his ambition of ruling Nigeria as president. So if he chose to generate controversy just to malign the current president, it reflects poorly on him, not President Tinubu, because you are just creating a storm where none exist. So it's the one that is actually, if anybody is dragging, if he actually cares about Nigeria's reputation, he shouldn't have embarked on this worthless voyage. See, so, in 2000 and was it 2000 and Agor, when he ran for election to succeed President Clinton and the Bush senior, when there was controversy on Florida, Agor actually won the majority vote, so they had to do a recount in Florida, 5,000 or less than how many thousand votes. So the reason Agor said, and I remember Agor came to Nigeria for Osigwe annual lecture, almost immediately after the Clinton presidency, and we asked him in his private suite at a hotel, why didn't you challenge the election knowing that you had a case? You know what he said, Dr. Abati? He said the American presidency, the White House is bigger than anybody, than any occupant, and bigger than anybody that aspires to occupy it. This man is a financial engineer. He knows how to handle public finance, and he has started it. He needs our support. He doesn't need distraction from Atiku Abubakar and PDP. And Atiku is now rallying Conquest Obi. He could not rally them before election. It is now that they have all lost that he's not rallying them. To do what? He's just energizing mobsters. He's just trying to gather mobsters to be assailing the president. We don't need it now. This country needs respite. Election has been won and lost. This is the time for governance, and this country needs to move. And Atiku should allow this country to move. We need to heal. Of course, we know election can be divisive. But after election, people come back together, we bind wounds, because at the end of the day, this country is bigger than everybody. This president is ready to work for Nigerians, and Atiku should not distract him. Thank you, Reuben Abati. Dr.